What's happening, guys? Silent Mike, Mark Bell's Powercast Super Training Gym checking in. Another Q&A, hitting it from the Instagram. Silent Mike with 2Ks if you guys want to get involved. I post a picture or video probably every other week or so asking for questions, and then I'll film them for you guys. So let's get started. From the Just Kidding Crew fan page, they asked, when did you start getting a desire for fitness? Powerlifting, the real desire didn't come until maybe like age 22 or so when I stopped playing basketball. But fitness in general, I mean, I guess since I was a kid, I always wanted to run faster, jump higher. You see guys that are jacked or whatever. But my main focus was basketball, so I just wanted to jump higher. And then I got to play varsity basketball as a freshman in high school. I was a little undersized at the time. Through my career, I was a little short, but I later filled out, so I wasn't so undersized. But you know, being 13 or 14, playing against 18-year-olds, I hit the gym that summer with a really good strength coach. So that's where the real desire started, I believe. Mike Rashid asks, have you ever met Mike Rashid? Let me tell you guys something. Mike Rashid in person is way more handsomer, way more jacked, and way more tan than he looks like on Instagram and YouTube. If you guys haven't seen him in person, check him out at one of the expos or something. Good friend of ours at Super Training, good friend of mine, good homie. We text back and forth. Awesome dude. We always preach about walking with the lame, you'll develop a limp. And hanging out and surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Mike's one of those guys. He works his tail off. He knows what he wants to do, and he does it his way. How can I get rid of stretch marks? To be honest, I think stretch marks are almost 100% genetic. I think moisturizing creams and stuff can help, some cocoa butter, but don't quote me on that. Also, just staying hydrated and make sure you get enough nutrients can help, but the majority of them are just part of the battle wounds of either gaining muscle too quick or being a little overweight too quickly. Any advice on dealing with any training through tendonitis, specifically the elbow? Often when you get some pains, like tendonitis, which can be a repetition thing, I would always check your form. Make sure your form's good in the bench or squat. Often when you're way tucked in here on the squat, it can really jack you up. The other thing is check your volume. If you're pressing too much, too often, or too heavy, you get a lot of tendonitis in your elbow. And if all those are kind of clear, check out something like a compression sleeve or a compression cuff, howmuchyoubench.net, Slingshot. I do work for them. I am sponsored by them, but their cuffs are, you know, first thing, they're the original damn cuffs that are out there. Everyone makes a cuff now, but they can help a lot of pain through training. Would using Oli shoes contribute to knee pain? I think possibly it can. I'm not saying, you know, someone's going to go nuts and say, Silent Mike said Oli shoes hurt your knees, but I do think it's possible. Often with Oli shoes, you get a little bit more forward knee travel. That could put a little bit more stress on your patella. It could put a little bit more stress on your quads in general. Often when your quads are really, really tight, it can pull on your knee and you can get some knee pain. So I'd say potentially, definitely not always, and definitely not for everyone, but potentially. The real only reason to use Oli shoes is if you have trouble hitting depth, or maybe you're a weightlifter, Olympic lifter, and you have to catch in ridiculously low positions. What do you think of the Westside conjugate method? I think the conjugate method is awesome. I think Westside is awesome. I also think that there's two different things and they often get misinterpreted. Westside is a style of conjugate training that Louis Simmons came up with. The conjugate method is kind of its own thing for you to manipulate or translate into your own training. And both can work for many people in many different instances, from multiply lifting, raw lifting, and even general athletics. When I train like basketball players or rugby players, I don't have any currently, but I train them for years and years and years. Typically, we do more of a conjugate style training. Why am I not shredded yet? Maybe I haven't worked hard enough. Maybe you ate too much ice cream. What's the difference between high bar and low bar? Not meaning to be a jerk, but the only difference in high bar and low bar is where you put the bar. People really get caught up in that conversation. I've ranted about it before. But where you put the bar can change your mechanics of how you squat, but often most people squat a hybrid of both anyways. How do you go about training at Super Training? If you want to visit, you just got to email us, pick a day to come. If you want to be part of the team, there's a lot more work to be done. Why can I deadlift more than Bradley Martin? I think Bradley's pulled 675. He out squats and out benches me. I'm new to powerlifting. Should I worry about my weight now or just focus on getting stronger? Powerlifting, I mean, the real goal is to lift the most weight you're capable of. And if you're talking about worrying about your body weight or weight class, I wouldn't worry about it unless it's to an extreme unhealthy either direction. What is your least favorite question to get asked or answered? One is why is your name Silent Mike, which I've talked about a million times. The other one too is like, are you on steroids or are you natural? Both those questions annoy me. Should you do a slow cut or a fast cut if you have to lose 60 to 70 pounds? Typically, I say almost everything: strength gain, weight loss, weight gain. The slower, the more gradual, the better. The more likely you're to keep it off or keep it on. Do you have any tattoos? I don't have any tattoos. I do have my ears pierced. I don't wear earrings. They used to be gauged a little bit. Fastest way to a 500-pound squat, man. Nothing good comes really fast. Nothing good, besides maybe the lottery. But then you hear about the lottery curse and everybody dies or kills somebody or goes insane or goes broke. Nothing really good comes fast. Would you live anywhere else in the world you could? I think someone asked me that before. You know, all I really want to do is like be around things I like to do, which is lifting weights, my work, and then my family, which is my mom right now, and she's in Sacramento, so I'm pretty content in Sacramento. Best type of cardio. Do you like to switch up my cardio? When I'm in a cut or a deficit or I'm trying to drop some weight, the only real cardio I do are sprints, whether a hill sprint or sometimes on a machine, elliptical or treadmill or something, but my favorite is just a prowler or a sled. Sprint for about 30 seconds, rest about a minute, do anywhere from 5 to 10 rounds, anywhere from 2 to 4 times a week. And that's not to get bodybuilders shredded, that's just to lose some weight, you know, along with tracking my food intake, good sleep and hydration. That's done pretty well for myself. Me versus Odell Beckham in a dance-off. You know, to be honest, Odell Beckham is a very talented athlete, so in a dance-off, Odell Beckham might win. But in football or a catch contest, one-handed catch contest, I think I got him. That's it, guys. Silent Mike, I'm out of here. Share that bitch, subscribe to that bitch. Share that bitch, subscribe to that bitch, like that bitch. I'm out. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Let's go!